And so the person who I interviewed was Dr. Ranbir Singh Sandhu. So how I met Sandhu was I heard about the Sikh genocide in 1984, and I was like, how could such a thing happen? And so I researched extensively, and found that there's this one figure, Sant Jarnail Singh Khalsa Pindrwala, who was propagandized and demonized as the leader of a secessionist movement. And so I just wanted to find out more, so I did a lot more researching, deep diving, and I found a book written by Dr. Veer Singh Sandhu called Struggle for Justice, Speeches and Conversations of Sant Janel Singh Khalsa Pindrawala. And I had a hard time finding the book, so I reached out to the publisher who put me in contact with Dr. Sandhu himself. And Dr. Sandhu invited me to his home where I picked up the book. I didn't have to pay for shipping. And when I got there, he actually invited me to have lunch with him and his wife. So I went into his house, and his wife made us food. She made some naan bread, some garbanzo beans. It was delicious. And I got to ask him all sorts of things about struggle for justice, about India, Punjab, Pakistan, right? I asked him questions about uh, you know, how could this happen, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I learned because I also listened to some of Sumter Nelson Costa's speeches on YouTube, and I didn't hear any like call for secession or anything like that. In fact, oftentimes I heard the exact opposite, and that's when Sandhu Uncle told me that that was kind of a smear campaign against him. Ever since India was created, right? It's supposed to be a pan South Asian ethnic coalition, right? But it sort of ended up becoming a place for Hindus, and Pakistan became a place for Muslims. And that's kind of just been the pushed narrative for both those countries, right? They antagonize and attack each other all the time, while at the same time, just reciting political narratives that don't have too much historical record. Like, for example, India claims that the Pakistan, the previous Mughals who were there before the British, that they pushed a lot of conversions. There's no historical record that proves that, and they blame those conversions onto the current Pakistan government, which doesn't really have much to do with the Mughal Empire from the 1800s, right? So it's a lot of just political narrative that they use to quell the London proletariats on their side, both of them.